Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, kia ora and welcome. My name is Terry McPherson. I'm the Director of Teaching and Learning for the Massey Business School, and I have the pleasure of being your MC for tonight. Before we get started, we've got a little bit of housekeeping to do. So in the unlikely event of an emergency, I just directed your attention to exits at the rear, and of course the door that you came through in this one over here. If you need to go to the bathroom, easiest way to get there is through these doors here. If you have your cell phones on, I'd ask you to turn it to silent if you haven't done so already. Right, big tick, housekeeping done. Right. Okay, I'd now like to introduce Professor Ted Zorn, who's the Pro Vice Chancellor and Dean of the Massey Business School, and also the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Massey University. Ted.
Thank you all for coming tonight to support our students and celebrate with them. It's really fantastic to have you here on this chilly evening and to celebrate with us. I'd like to acknowledge the family and friends who have come along to support the students. I'm sure you're proud to see your family and your friends walking across not exactly the stage, but in the front here later this evening receiving their awards. I'd also like to acknowledge the Massey University staff who have worked so hard to make this evening possible. Jeff Stengel and Rochelle Hughes, certainly. Yvonne, Wendy, Inez, and Lynn Shee as well for all the work that you have done to make this night possible. And also all of the Massey University staff who have supported the students throughout the year, some of whom are here tonight, and many of whom are here in spirit, but they, I think, take a lot of pride in supporting the students, teaching, mentoring, and sometimes inspiring them. So thanks to them. And a very special thanks to Professor Giselle Burns, who is here with us tonight. Giselle is the Assistant Vice Chancellor for Research, Academic, and Enterprise, which is the largest job in the university. None of us want her job because it's so impossible. But you know, with Research, Academic, and Enterprise in your title, Vice Chancellor can basically delegate anything to her. But thank you very much for being here to support us, Giselle. She does all that with confidence and grace and good humor. So we appreciate it. And also Sandy Shillington, who is here, who's the campus registrar, who basically makes all this work. So thank you very much, Sandy, for being here to support us as well. And my probably biggest thanks and appreciation for the sponsors who are here, because you really make the prize giving possible. So really thanks to all of you sponsors who have come, and also a number of sponsors of prizes who are not here, but again here in spirit. We wouldn't have prize giving without the prizes that these sponsors give to us to support us. And we don't take that for granted. They have choices that they can make in terms of what they sponsor, and we're really thrilled that they join us in acknowledging and rewarding excellence, the excellence of our students, and partner with us in the education journey that our students have. Let me say a few words about the Dean's List and Dean Scholars Awards. We launched the Dean's List in 2008, so this is the 9th year that we've had the Dean's List and Dean Scholar Awards. The Dean's List and Dean Scholar students are the highest performing students who study with us in the Massey Business School. The Dean's List students have to have achieved an A- average over the previous full year of study, or equivalent full year of study, which is quite an achievement. And the Dean Scholars students have to have achieved an A average for their entire degree. So quite an impressive achievement. We have, if you looked at the book and counted, you'll see that we have 231 Dean's List students across our 3 campuses plus distance, and 15 Dean Scholar students. Now, 231 may sound like a lot, but that's about 2% of the students who study with us. We had over 11,000 students studying, about 11,000 students studying with us in 2015. So it is an elite group who get to the Dean's List. Quite a special accomplishment. And so those students, the Dean's List, the Dean Scholar, and our students who are receiving prizes tonight are really the best of our students. They have, and I should say the students who are receiving prizes have either been the top of their class or the top of a particular cohort of students. So again, quite a special achievement. One of the things that I think that's fantastic in itself, but what you may or may not know is that Massey Business School is ranked in the top 200 business schools in the world, and there are about 16,000 institutions teaching business around the world. So again, well within the top 2%. So top 2% of the top 2%, truly the best of the best. I'd like to just say a few words to the students who are receiving prizes and who have made the Dean's List and Dean Scholars list this evening. And really just ask you to do two things. First is to acknowledge what you've achieved. I think many of you are high achievers. And I know many high achievers, when they achieve something like this, it's too easy to just say, oh yeah, no big deal. Well, it is a big deal. It is a special achievement. As I said, 2% of the 2% is pretty special. So we acknowledge what you've achieved. And then I would also encourage you to reflect on what you've achieved. What does it say about you that you could achieve something like that, something that special? What did you do to achieve that? What were the things that you did that put you in a position to achieve Dean's List, Dean Scholar, or a prize? And most importantly, what does it say about what's possible for you? Because I think it says quite a lot about what's possible for you. I think it says that you have shown that you have the power within you, the confidence within you to do something pretty special. And if you acknowledge that and you reflect on that, the world's your oyster. There are all sorts of possibilities. You could certainly achieve an advanced degree, a master's or a PhD. Many of our staff in the Massey Business School and Massey University started out by being high-performing students at undergraduate level. You could, like some of our students have done, gone on to start their own business. I think of Chris Pescott, who graduated a few years ago from Massey Business School, who started a company called Perceptive. And last year, Perceptive was on the Deloitte Fast 50, one of the 50 fastest-growing businesses in New Zealand. And he was one of our graduates a few years ago. You could run a company. We have many CEOs who studied with us years ago. CEOs of big companies. Andy Lewis here in Palmerston North, who is the Chief Executive Officer of New Zealand Pharmaceuticals. Ross Buckley, who's the Chief Executive Officer of KPMG New Zealand, both also a business school graduate. Paul Brock, who's the Chief Executive Officer of Kiwi Bank. I could go on and on. There's a long list. The point is that is possible. They are high achievers like you. Or maybe you want to solve a problem in your community or beyond. Maybe you want to stand for political office. The point is that you have the power within you to achieve a lot. We, in various places, have these words, the engine of New Zealand for Massey. And basically what that means to me is that the university is about making a positive difference, shaping the future so that we create a prosperous and sustainable and fantastic place to live. So, you are part of that engine. You are the best of the best, really, as I've said before. And I think if you can take confidence in what you've achieved, think about what your dreams are, and have confidence that you can go out and achieve. So, most of all, I just want to say that we are very proud of what you've achieved. So, congratulations to you, and I hope you have a great evening.
Thank you, Ted. We're going to begin this evening's prize giving for the School of Accountancy prizes. I'd like to invite Murray Kirk, on behalf of Bennett's Books, to present the next prize. The recipient of the Bennett's University Book Centre Prize, paper 110229, Management Accounting, is Grace Maddox. Thanks, Nora. I'd now like to invite Dr. Radia Hoffman on behalf of the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants to present the next prize. The recipient of the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants 200 Level Prize in Management Accounting, Manawatu, is Grace Maddox. Thanks, Radia. I'd now like to invite Annalisa Osawa Li'i Phillips on behalf of Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand to present the next 5 awards. The recipient of the Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand First Year Accountancy Manawatu Prize is Fongping He. The recipient of the Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand First Year Accountancy Prize for Manawatu is Christy Price. The recipient of the Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand First Year Accountancy Prize for Distance is Atiba Paula Gomez. The recipient of the Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand Second Year Accountancy Prize for Manawatu is Yakubus Tron. The recipient of the Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand Paper 110805 Advanced Strategic Management Accounting is Dylan Roberts. Thank you, Annalise. I'd now like to invite David Lanham on behalf of CPA Australia to present the next prize. The recipient of the CPA Australia Top First Year Accountancy Prize is Fongping He. Thanks, David. I'd now like to invite Associate Professor Lindsay Trotman on behalf of the Tony Drakeford Memorial Trust to present the next prize. The recipient of the Tony Drakeford Memorial Trust Prize for Top Accountancy Graduate is Simon Dunlop. Cheers, Lindsay. We now move on to the awards for the School of Communication, Journalism and Marketing, and I'd like to invite Professor Malcolm Wright to present the next award for Consumer Insights Limited. The recipient of the Consumer Insights Limited Prize for Top Student in 156233 Marketing Research for Manawatu is Tarini Meehan. Thanks, Malcolm. I'd now like to invite Dr. Jeff Stanko on behalf of the School of Economics and Finance to present the next two prizes. The recipient of the Bennett University Book Centre Prize for Business Finance, leading undergraduate student 200 level Business Finance is Grace Maddox. The recipient of the Dr. Robin Smith Memorial Prize in Management is Sarah Jane McCosh. Hang a moment there, please, Jeff. We'll get you to present the next prize too, please. The recipient of the Graduate Diploma in Business Studies Prize is Jocelyn Smillie. Jeff? Just get you back again to introduce the next Business School Partnership Awards. Jeff? Yes.
Good evening. No, it's my privilege tonight to announce the recipients of this year's inaugural Business Partnership Awards. And just to give you a bit of a background on what the partnerships are all about. Now, first of all, I must congratulate all of you students, the recipient of the prizes here tonight. But of course, you recognize that this is a partnership, and this is something that we're all very much a part of your journey. And it takes a lot of support. You've got the support of your families here tonight. And it takes a lot of support from outside the university, from within the university, to assist on this journey. And as has already been pointed out, we very much are working in partnership with local businesses, national businesses, who are connecting with the university, who are working with the university and working with you to help you on that journey. So the Business Partnership Awards are very much about that partnership, about the university and business coming together, connecting to really help out and to help you on your journey. And it's in recognition of that tonight that it's very much our pleasure to announce the first recipients of the Massey Business Partnership Awards. And it is my pleasure to announce, to begin with, our first recipient for the Business Partnership Awards, and that would be the CEO for Palmerston North Airports. Can I have David Lannon please join me on the stage? Vice-Chancellor Sarah Lieberman come down to award the prize. CEO CPA Australia, sorry. So CPA Australia, so it's a special partnership that we've had with CPA Australia in supporting our students in any number of activities. And David and CPA Australia have helped our students in any number of prizes, sponsorships, of giving our students real life experience through different internships opportunities, coming out and speaking to and sharing knowledge with our students through their lectures, and really sharing that expertise that is CPA Australia. And thank you so much, David, for all of your effort, and much appreciated. And with that, we have our first award. And to announce the second prize recipient for the Massey Business School Partnership Awards, could I ask Ashok to come down, please, to announce the award? Ashok? The second award recipient tonight is Field Air Engineering. And Ashok, if you could just tell us a bit about that special partnership.
Thank you, Jeff. Field Air Engineering is the contracted provider for maintenance and engineering for Massey University School of Aviation's fleet of 14 aircraft. They were first given this contract in 2010, and which was based on a competitive tender where the bids from all over New Zealand. And since then, the contract was renewed based on their performance. They have a very robust quality assurance and safety management system that integrates well with our ISO 9001-2008 accreditation, as well as our own QA and safety management systems. They have also been very flexible in the provision of maintenance services, very supportive, as a result of which our fleet has remained in the air, well, very safely and efficiently. They've also been supporting our scholarly achievement. There's a Field Air Engineering Limited Aviation Systems Award that is provided twice a year to our Bachelor of Aviation ATP Air Transport pilot students, many of whom are here today in the Dean's List. This is again support from Field Air Engineering Limited as a partner. And finally, last but not least, I must acknowledge Mr. Charles Gilliam, who is in this post and unfortunately could not be here today, the General Manager of Field Air Holdings and CEO of Field Air Engineering Limited. He has been supportive with providing internship opportunities to our Bachelor of Aviation Management 300 level students, due to which a number of them have got the exposure to the industry and subsequently moved on to jobs. So may I now invite Mr. Peter Logan, who is here representing Field Air Engineering.
Professor Sarah Lieberman to come back down to acknowledge as well.
Thanks, Steve. That concludes the prize giving component for the evening. Congratulations to all our prize winners and recipients of the Massey Business School Partnership Awards. I'd now like to invite Ted Zorn back to present the recipients of the Dean's List. Just a reminder that the Massey Business School's Dean's List celebrates academic success at undergraduate level to qualify students who have achieved outstanding results and likely in the top 5% of their class. First recipient is Tibia Ariasen. Conrad Arthur. Christina Aikens. Felicia Hall. Hema Bansal. Daniel Carlisle. Sophie Copplestone. Taylor Corbett. Buchuan Dai. Benjamin Douglas Clifford. Hayden Dye. Jackson Janelles. Ashley Hewitt. Callum Hill. Jacob Houghton. Joshua Hunt. Nadia Chris. Joseph Langraden. Adam Larry. Patrick Lucas. Grace Meadows. Christian Naka. Cameron Naylor. Kate Parkinson. Winnie Wan Pump. Christy Price. Thomas Ray. James Robertson. Catherine Shearer. Declan Taylor. Yakuas Trump. Robert Toy. Lou Wang. Angus Ward. Meg Whitlock. Marshall Witt. Lauren Woollerton. Richard Worth. Johnny Young. Min Yi. Jinze Zhang. Uman Jia. Congratulations to all our Dean's List students. It is now my pleasure to announce the following Dean's Scholar student. Simon Dunlop. Simon, I'd like to invite you back. Right. There you go.
Good evening. When I was approached to give a speech of thanks on behalf of students, I was initially very daunted, as my public speaking experiences have been rather few and far between. However, what happened next surprised me somewhat. Needing to come up with some form of words to say got my brain going. And where it went was to reflect on my time studying towards my degree and ultimately the connection that is developed between myself and Massey University. I realised that despite having been a mature extramural student, I actually had some very genuine connections to the university, despite the physically removed manner of my association with it. And those connections come back to people, and in most cases relate to university staff and lecturers. Of note for me, on one of my very few trips past to the north to attend a contact course, Dr. Nirmala Nath sowed a seed in my mind when she said to me, "You want to think about those prizes on offer," or something to that effect. I initially thought, who, me? And although I did not win any prizes on that paper, it suddenly made me aware that this was something possible that I had never considered. Other connections were much more one-sided. I felt I got to know Dr. Terry McPherson rather well on my one and only marketing paper. However, he would quite likely have been unaware of my presence other than a name on the roll, but that didn't matter. The connection was there for me. There was a human at the other end of it. To put this further in perspective, last year I came here for the 2014 prize giving and had my photo taken with Dr. Francis Stewart. We got a big surprise, as my arm, quite naturally to me, went round her back. Such was my genuine feeling of this being someone I knew. So without going on through a great list of lecturers and my experiences with them, I would like to thank on behalf of us students, all lecturers, academic staff and administrative staff for all they do to foster connections with their students, be they on or off campus. It really means a lot. The next set of people I wish to acknowledge are likewise of fundamental importance to student success. This is the family and friends and supporters of each individual student. that, as in my case, may provide an enabling function. Without my wife Lynn supporting both me and my family, this degree wouldn't have happened for me. And as this night is about celebrating academic success, it is relevant to point out that we can't always achieve that by ourselves. So to all the supporters and enablers out there, thank you. This leads me to the prizes themselves and the people and businesses and organisations that help make these happen. For me, once I acknowledged that a prize could be within my grasp if I worked consistently hard enough, I wanted to taste that dangling carrot. These opportunities for academic recognition have provided me, and surely many others here tonight, with substantial motivation, adding greatly to the sense of satisfaction of gaining a degree at Massey. So a big thank you to all the prize sponsors, not only for the financial support, but also those very important connections with industry. This highly valuable relationship between graduating students and industry connections remains critical to graduate career development. And finally, I would like to thank Dr. Sandy Shillington, the Campus Registrar, and the other VIP guests here tonight, Pro-Vice-Chancellor Professor Ted Zorn, and Deputy Pro-Vice-Chancellor Professor Sarah Lieberman for the Massey Business School. To thank you for the awards ceremony and the opportunities it presents for students. As students, I would ask you now to put your hands together to thank all those people involved in fostering student achievement and supporting these academic excellence awards.
I'd now like to hand you back over to Ted Zorn, Professor Ted Zorn, to conclude.
Not much left to say. That was really well done, Simon. Even though you say your opportunities for public speaking are few and far between, but we're glad we gave you the opportunity tonight, because you did a really great job. Our congratulations once again to David and Peter. Our first recipients are their organizations, Field Air Engineering and CPA Australia, for our partnership awards. And again, really appreciate the partnership that you have had with us over the years. You may have thought that Jeff Stengel made a mistake when he introduced David as the CEO of Palmerston North Airport. He did not. David is the CEO of Palmerston North Airport, but he's here tonight in his capacity as a representative and member, an active member of CPA Australia. Once again, our congratulations to the students. I think as teachers, there's nothing that makes us more proud than seeing our students achieve, and fantastic to see you acknowledged for your hard work here tonight. So thanks again to all of you. Have a great evening.